Free to Succeed, Season 2, Raid Shadow Legends. We've got some interesting stuff to talk about today, edition. So let's just go ahead and get to it. So we went and looked at the Fusion coming up. And aside from looking really cool, I don't really feel like I need him or want him. He'd be cool like on my old Free to Succeed account or on my old main where I actually have some of the hounds built. I think I have Fellhound rather. Who do I have built? I have Houndspawn, Hellfang, and Fellhound built at least, and I might have built some of the others. I've got them built on my old account. He would be fun to get there and play around with. You know what I mean? But it's like, what really am I accomplishing with this champ? Because most of what he does with the hounds. He's okay, but maybe I'm missing something. But I don't feel like he's someone I want to spend the time and resources necessary to get through a fusion. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I want him that bad. So we might be skipping this fusion too, which puts us in an interesting spot because I'm sick of waiting on Mithrala. That's a lot of points for a champ chase, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm ready to have Mithrala. You know what I mean? Mithrala's going to be pretty good for us to have. So I could live without her a little bit longer, but like, do I want to wait a whole nother fusion? Like, I don't know. So that's kind of tricky. We've still got stuff to do. We've still got stuff to work on. You know what I mean? It's not like we can't keep ourselves busy, but we waited a long time to get the frags for her. And now we've had the frags for her for what feels like a couple of months and haven't pulled her yet. And it's like, okay, well, like at some point we're going to need to get our Mithrala. So we might just do it soon. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. I'm going to have to think about that because Mithrala's really good. We could do a lot of stuff with Mithrala. But it's like a lot of the points that are needed for a champ chase. So when there is a good fusion that rolls around, we could take her and just let our shards keep piling up. We've got 8 sacreds. It's not like we won't have enough shards to do it, but it's just, I don't know. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We're probably going to take her. I don't want to get too caught up in like waiting around forever. And the reason I'm not going to do it today is because I might change my mind about this fusion. Maybe somebody's going to make a really good point in the comments about this champ. I know they hinted that they might add more champs that'll synergize with this guy later. And in Plarium fashion, it would make a lot of sense for them to add a champ that would make you regret not doing this fusion. You know what I mean? I guess it would have to be a hound with a really good A1, or that has synergies built into their kit that work with him and make them a crazy duo. That's certainly possible, and I would not put it past Plarium to do something like that. But at the moment, I'm feeling like I don't want to go for the fusion. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, I'm open for it. If you want to try to change my mind on that. Because ultimately, I think it would be pretty easy for us to do a fusion right now. We've got a good amount of shards. We've got our Mithrala. We've got gems. Like, we've got everything we need to do a fusion. So I think it would be fine. But again, you let me know. You let me know what you think about that. We started our Doom Tower hard grind last night. We are still trying to do arena and get through this mission. We are almost a quarter of the way there. It just is brutal. Just a brutal grind, dude. We'll take the free fights when we get them. And again, I really should just let them on both accounts. I let my Void account last night do. I just started at the top and went down the list without checking the fights or anything, and they won 9 of the 10. So... and they were all fights after looking at them that I probably would have skipped. You know what I mean? So I'm putting way too much faith in people's ability to gear their champs, apparently. Because there's teams that should absolutely be beating me that just don't have the gear necessary to make the champs useful. So anyway, what do we got here? We've got 2 immortals. The mortals, I don't think. Oh, the mortals do count. Okay. I thought the mortals didn't count for some reason. That's frustrating because I think on my old account I spent like 90 of these when there was an event, but these weren't included, and I didn't know that until I was done. Because why would you think to check that? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't they be included? What a weird thing to do. So yeah, I guess we'll pop these today. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? I think I updated my wish list last night. So this is the same, I think. But I added her because we are going to build her soon. Figure why not try to get her a star. And then as far as my other epics are concerned, if I take Royal Guard off, who else would I want on here? I mean, I guess Demitha at some point, but like, I don't know. I don't know that I have big plans for Demitha. Right now, anyway. We could do... I could... Nah, it's fine. Just leave him on. Why not? Yeah, let's pop these. Let's pop these and see if anything interesting happens. It's been a minute since we've summoned these. El Hayyin. Hey, wish list. Slasher. Ooh, a gold one, huh? For Gash, it would be pretty cool to pull him. He's a pretty cool champ. Back-to-back gold, huh? Dude, I've always wanted a Raglan so bad. I've always wanted a Raglan so bad, dude. Just never been able to make it happen. All right, let's see what the big ones give us. What rares are we pulling from these? 4-star Ragnar. And I thought that was Maneater, bro. I thought that was Maneater. That's so mean. That's so mean, dude. Ugh. There was a moment. I was like, oh shit. Dadgummit, dude. I'm not gonna build Grimskin. Like, what's he even do? A1 slow. 2-hitter. Each hit has a chance of provoke. Has a 40% chance of placing a provoke on all enemies for 1 turn if the first provoke is placed. AoE with chance of single buff strip. I feel like in the first year of raid, he would have been really good. I feel like he would have been pretty useful in like the first year of raid. And if he's like one of your first couple of epics you pull on an account to build, I think he's probably going to be pretty helpful. But I don't know if I think long term. I don't know that he would do much for me right now. Scales off defense. I don't know. He could be interesting. I'll have to get to a point where I don't have anyone to build and I'm like, all right, I can give this guy a shot. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm gonna sneak him in because of the blessing. That's a real bummer, dude. That's a real bummer. That's a real bummer, dude. All right. What can we get rid of? Excuse me. So I've got a 6-star Romero and a 6-star Grimskin. That is just obnoxious, dude. If I'm ever able to do this fusion, that's going to be really cool. Wait, surely there were some souls I could sell, right? Yeah, I don't need two 2-star Dark Aethels. I don't really need one. I can't imagine why I would ever build that champ. I don't need these. I'm not building those. Is this a Zur? Because I don't need another one of those either. I've pulled a lot of 6-star souls on this account. Because we've got a 6-star Awakened Zur as well. So we hitting 6-star souls. We're just not hitting any we want, which is unfortunate. Man, I thought it was Maneater, bro. That's so shitty. I should have known better, but Sigmund. I wanted to get a refresher real quick. Why am I so yawny, dude? Attacks one enemy, removes any shield buffs. Also has a 50% chance of removing one random buff. 75% chance instead when attacking bosses. Attacks all enemy 2 times. Each hit has a chance of placing a provoke and a chance of placing an attack down. Places a shield on all allies equal to 30% of his HP and a strengthen. Whenever this champion is attacked, has a 20% chance of decreasing the duration of all buffs on the attacker by 1 turn. A 40% chance instead when attacked by a boss. Okay. And then we can throw a blessing on him. Which, since we're thinking so heavily about Hydra, we might consider that. We might consider that. Since I'm leaning very heavily into Hydra for him. Old Siggy. Siggy Mars. All right, well, I guess yeah, I guess I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to give me your thoughts on the fusion. If anybody has some good thoughts on him that maybe I'm overlooking, I'm open to them, but I was looking at him and I was thinking, even if I pulled him right now, I don't even think he would be like top 4 in the priority list. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of other things I'd rather build than him. I don't know why I would fuse him. I don't know what he would do for my account right now. So yeah, I reckon we'll get out of here for today. Appreciate you guys watching. Interested to hear your thoughts on the fusion, and we'll see you tomorrow.